Hi guys, today we're going to be playing Dragon Buster, the classic arcade game. This arcade game is awesome and really ahead of its time. Look, I know that term is used very loosely these days, but this game really is. I thoroughly enjoy this. Came out in 1984 by the Namco company at the time. And what was really cool is I feel like this was a very early sort of like console I guess, platforming experience that you could expect a little bit later on in time, you know what I mean? This came out in 1984, so like I said, doesn't look like much now, but to have this kind of platforming adventure experience back then, apart from games like, I think, what is it, Legacy of Cage or Legend of Cage? It was unheard of back then. It was always these single-screen arcade games until this point, so I kind of feel like companies like Sega and Namco always trailblazed their games, and this is no exception. Unfortunately, I didn't get to experience this game too much in the arcades growing up, but I first really started playing this, I think, on the Namco arcade collection when that came out on the PlayStation 1. And yeah, even though I never got too far in this game, for a small period of time, I was playing this a lot. I absolutely loved it, and I'm happy to be sharing it with you today, guys. But there's not too much to say, guys. You play this hero who goes through these worlds, much like Mario. They have about 4 or 5 levels, depending which way you go. There's branching paths in each level, and you'll eventually go to a hideout like this and have to fight like a major boss or a dragon or whatever it is. I think most of the main bosses in this are big dragons, but sometimes you'll encounter other things. And if you can successfully pass a dragon, you'll get some health back and you'll make it to another world. And there's all sorts of mini bosses in this game which we will go through. You got like wizards in this as well, skeletons, these little dragon things like little Denver the Last Dinosaurs. He's our friend and a whole lot more. I mean, this is just taking me through such a big trip down memory lane. What I also like about the levels themselves is they're not entirely linear. There's like branching paths in the levels, not just in the world map. And some paths will take you to the end of the dungeon or the hideout or whatever you want to call it quicker than others. It's really freaking neat, guys. I can't stress enough how cool this game is for the time. One thing that is very annoying about this, however, is some enemies can certainly get you caught in a juggle. You know how in some beat-em-ups you can get caught in a combo juggle? This is no exception, and you know, there's a bit of a nasty knockback feature in this, which you would unfortunately see in later games such as Castlevania and Ninja Gaiden on the NES. I mean, you could probably argue that this is one of the games that started that annoying thing. But you look past those little shortcomings, guys, and there's a really big fun game to have here. And the difficulty varies depending on the dip set in the machine. There's like a high option or a low option. I guess it depends on the arcade owner or the business owner's generosity, how long he wanted you to play the game. So this can either be a coin muncher or a very generous experience, depending who owns the machine. Obviously, we're going the more generous route right now, but don't let my gameplay fool you, guys. This is quite the challenge, and you can lose your health very quickly, but thankfully we're getting a lot of health back in between levels as well. Let's see what we got here. Man, we're taking on a lot of freaking levels today, throwing flying daggers. So there's different buttons you can use in this, guys. You've got one button for attacks, one button for the magic. As you can see, we've been collecting this fire magic that you can see here. I don't know how many different types of magic there are in this game. I haven't seen a whole lot of different types, to be honest. And then, unfortunately, one of the really annoying mechanics about this game, and I hate it about old school games in general, is it's the up button to jump. It doesn't really make for always a very accurate experience when it comes to trying to traverse these platforms that you see from time to time. But just a small complaint overall. Thankfully, games like Castlevania in the future gave you a unique button for jump, and if you want to use sub-weapons, it'd just be up and attack. It was so much easier, but there we go. Looks like we could still hit him one more time. We don't want to get caught in another juggle, everyone. We got this dragon, so we live to fight another dungeon, everybody, another world. I don't think I've got too much further than World 3 before. Actually, you can see our high score at the top of the screen. We're going for our own personal best here. This is, to be fair, I think I did a lot better on the console version, but Yeah, I hope you've been enjoying it. As I said, this is a wonderful game for 1984. Probably the first proper, like I said, platforming adventure game you're going to see of the era, or one of them at least anyway. Very, very tight game. I do wish this main character would have a little bit more hang time when he's jumping. It's the only thing that bothers me. But yeah, as I said, Namco, whether it was the 80s or 90s, they were quite the trailblazing company, guys. And I know Namco re-released these Namco collections to death, but I would at least recommend getting them at least once, guys. A lot of these old games, like, you know, even just simple things like Pole Position, Pac-Man, Dragon Buster here, they're wonderful experiences, and I would recommend them to anybody. Geez, I'm kind of lost here, guys. Maybe I need to go back on this side. All right, let's see what's down here. Is this gonna... Am I going backwards? Is there another boss here? Oh, geez, I'm so freaking lost, everybody. Oh, there we go. There's another boss. Jeez, man. This is the first kind of maze-like level we've had, isn't it? Well, hey, you know what? I don't mind doing the exploration. Let's just climb up here. I guess we have to go the left now. There you go. This is starting to get quite a lot more... Oh, dude, really? Don't start doing this. I don't know what those green things are supposed to be, but they look like they're holding up like red knobs. Is this the right way? Okay, there we go. There's another boss. I think if you beat the right boss, it spawns a door. There it is. Yeah, so we've left now. We're only like 1,000 points away from our high score. Alright, we're going to go from one volcanic rock to another one. I think we're just about to get this. Hey, how about that, guys? On this video, we actually got a personal best. I can't complain about that. As I said, I don't think I've ever been out of World 3. Oh, well, we haven't seen this guy yet. Let's see if we can use some magic. I knew I was saving that for a reason. It's nice that you're rewarded with some different experiences the further you get through. I mean, if it was just the same enemies all the time, it'd start getting boring. Again, the variety is just something that's unheard of in a game of this time period. I'm very impressed. You can probably see to the right of the screen, we got some power-ups there. I don't necessarily know what they do, to be honest. They might be adding some extra, I don't know, defensive and offensive abilities. I'm not sure. If you know what those items do exclusively, by all means, let me know in the chat. I mean, I still learn things about these retro games every single day. And there we go, my homies. There's another exit. And it looks like we just have to try and go through this graveyard here. And then we'll have another final boss fight. Hopefully this is not... Oh, there you go. So I haven't seen these guys yet. I can imagine they'd be very hard to jump over. Oh, there's like a flaming caterpillar down there. Now I've seen everything. Yeah, I might just try and go in this path here and see what we get. I've been fighting a lot of these assholes today. Oh, there you go. Boom. First try. We got it. There we go. Time to fight another dragon. We haven't had too much trouble with them yet, so hopefully this is... It looks like we got a bigger boost on health. I think we only started with 160, so we're actually higher with what we began with. That's cool. Let's see how this dragon... This dragon, I think every fight the dragon has a little bit more vitality. There you go. It doesn't look like he's got a whole lot more moves in every fight, but it does look like there's other little henchmen, little bird enemies and stuff to kind of help him out. Oh, geez, we don't want to get complacent here, guys. We've lost half our health already. Damn, man, he's causing a lot of damage here. Oh, boy. That just goes to show nothing, my friends, is a sure thing. That is game over. Whoops. Thank you so much for watching another video. If you have a suggestion, leave it in the comment. We'll see you guys next time. Take care, everybody.